Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to do a recap video of some of my stuff that went on in Vegas. Got to go to Xtreme Couture, and then I also got to do an hour and a half of in-person graphing at the MGM, so it was really cool. I was in Vegas from like Wednesday ago through my son Isaac was over here, through this past Tuesday, Wednesday night or Tuesday night. Came home at a real late flight at like 11 o'clock on Tuesday, or maybe even, I think it was just like 5 minutes to midnight on Tuesday. So I got in as much time as I could and had a really good time. As most of you know, some of you guys know, some of my e-pals out there, some of you guys have seen me on Twitter, I was like super anxious about it because I didn't want to ruin it. You know, I didn't want to. It was my first time out in Vegas. It was my only time to really probably ever graph there. The way the wedding was set up, it was Saturday before. It was this last Saturday, so 6 days ago. So I couldn't stay. There was no way for us to stay for the wedding and all the way through the 146 fight night without like being gone for a really long time. So I wasn't able to work out. So all I was able to do was do some early in the week graphing at the hotel to try and meet as many fighters as I could. You guys saw in a previous video that I showed you my folder, the yellow folder, which had all the clear pages and had all the cards put in place with those Scotch photo corners. So I'll go through the binder again, show you what I got. But before I went graphing on Tuesday at the MGM, I went down to Xtreme Couture after my wife and I had a cool dinner. We drove down to Xtreme Couture, which is just on the south end of the main strip of Las Vegas. It's really close to the strip. It's like maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes, if even that. It's really close on that the Sunset Road address for Xtreme Couture. They still kept to it. In order to get in there, you either pay the $10 visitor fee or you can purchase something from the gift shop. So they had hats, Xtreme Couture hats, Xtreme Couture books, and some videos. And then they had hats. The hats were like 24 bucks. Other hats were 34 bucks. Really expensive stuff, except for those round 5 or round 4 figurines. So for the price of getting in, they had figurines of they didn't really have that many. They had Bones and a few other ones, but I was able to buy one of somebody I actually like, one of my favorite fighters. You guys probably saw it on the back, Michael the Count Bisping. So I was able to pick this bad boy up for just 10 bucks. They had the Ortiz there. I think they had a Forrest Griffin there, and they had a Kimbo Slice, Johnny Bones Jones, but I couldn't go wrong getting the Bisping since I have a small PC of Bisping. I'll probably throw this on like a really small shelf above the 18 or the 12 by 18 display that I had done. So that was $9.99, so that was the $10 visitor fee, and my wife and I both got to go in. When you get into Xtreme Couture, the front area is the amateur area and the beginners and stuff like that, and then if you look in the far back corner, there's like a garage door size opening that leads to the pro area. And I wasn't sure I could go back there, but the lady, once we paid, was like, you guys can go back in the area where the pros are. So we headed back there, and I had cards for Evan Dunham, Griffin, Mike Pyle, and Couture, and so I was hoping to see some of those guys there. Ended up, we got in there, went back by the pro area, and ended up that Sam Stout was there, Mike Pyle was there, like he said. He Twittered me and said he'd be there. Martin Canton was there. I didn't have a card for him, but I wanted to get a photo with him. And then I saw Ryan Couture also. He was in the front, actually, by the desk in like some office area. I think he had just got done with his workouts. And that's from 5 to 7. I think almost every day there they have fighter training. So they were done. Martin Campman and Mike Pyle were stretching. And that's when Sam Stout walked by. I'm only 6 foot, but Sam Stout, that dude's got to be like 5'2" or 5'3". The dude was just really small. And so what the lady said in front is, What?
No offense. You called him short.
He's
Say
just
no offense.
No offense. He's just a small guy. My 9-year-old's correcting me. I don't have to say no offense. He knows he's short. He's a small guy. I think he fights at a small weight, Isaac. It's no big deal. So anyways, just for that, you need to come over here.
Why?
You need to be on camera. This is a wise guy. If you're short, I'm sorry, no offense, but you're short. You can say people are short.
What a rude.
You're short. Alright, anyways. Sorry guys, we'll get back on things here. So then what ends up happening is she said that they're going to they'll walk past me in their robes, and they're in robes after their workout, and they're going to go up front, they wash up, and then they come back. Well, I double checked with Martin. I shook his hand, said, hey, good to meet you. I said, I want to be able to get a photo with you on the way back. And he said, sure, no problem. Same with Mike Pyle, did the same thing, and Sam Stout had already walked by. I headed to the front, so I figured he'd come back too. So Mike Pyle came back. He had his robe on still. He went over back in the pro area still. Went to his locker, changed, came back, talked to him for a bunch, and Martin Campman had walked by to go back to his locker to the left after washing up in the front. Because they have locker rooms above the front area where they walk in. And long story short, talked to Mike Pyle for a while, and I got him to sign my title shot card. So he signed that in blue. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So he signed that in blue. And I got a photo done with him. So my wife was there with me. So got a photo done with Mike Pyle. Talked about his fight coming up with Josh Neer. So that was a good time with him. Then we waited around a long time for Martin Campman. Long story short, he didn't come back. And then I twittered him that I forgave him for standing me up, and he said that he couldn't see me after his locker. He said he looked, but I was standing up still. I was probably only 30 feet from him. What I'm thinking happened was, since my wife was no longer standing, she was sitting down in a chair next to me while all the amateurs were doing their practice after 7 o'clock. I think what happened was Mike Pyle was in between me and Campman, so he didn't really see me, and he didn't see my wife. So he ended up leaving, so I didn't get a photo with Campman. But I did get Mike Pyle to he signed my glove. So I was just going to do a glove with multiple signatures on it, so that I could have something for my Vegas trip. They're just striker gloves, and I didn't really care who I had on it. So that was that. So that was Xtreme Couture. Kind of a letdown. I mean, I got the Bisping for $10, so it didn't really cost me anything, but it still was leaving the restaurant where we're at, drove down, and only got Mike Pyle, so that was kind of a bummer. And then I was gonna go get all my Juan Vanderlei Silva stuff done, but when I called there early in our trip, the people at the front desk said that he was in California, which I knew, and that he wasn't coming back for 146 Fight Week, and he'd be flying to Brazil. So hopefully I can get this Vanderlei Silva stuff in somebody's hands. I have a UFC promo that I have in my folder. I need my round 4 done for my set. Love the title shot done, or the top's finest, and then the title shot. Don't really need the title shot done, but I would definitely like the other 2 cards done in the promo. I'm going to cut this video short, and I will do a recap of my MMA, my graphing of the MGM Grand. So check out my other video, and that'll be the wrap up of my in-person stuff, which was a lot better than my Couture visit and the no-show of Vanderlei in Vegas. So that's it for now.